Hello everyone, I'm Sadia Afrin, currently studying Master of Engineering at Civil in University of Wollongong. So for the course of Engineering Research Methods, we have to do a research on this topic, and the topic I came up with is the investigation of environmental benefits of geopolymer concrete columns with FRP confinement for sustainable construction practice. So this is the content of the presentation I'll be doing today. The topic that was given to us was a fiber reinforced polymer, which is FRP, confined geopolymer concrete columns. As we already know, the normal traditional OPC, which is the ordinary Portland cement, contributes to about 25% of the global emission of carbon dioxide, which is highly detrimental to the environment. Whereas if we use GPC instead of OPC, the carbon dioxide emission is reduced by over 90% because GPC only uses industrial byproducts such as fly ash and GGBS. So it promotes the circular economy of materials. So there are mainly four types of FRP confinement, which includes the carbon, glass, basalt and aramid. So FRP confinement along with GPC not only increases the mechanical properties like the strength and the durability of concrete, but it also makes it more environmentally friendly. It can resist acidic and salinic environments, and it can also be resistant to environmental degradation. So I have done several literature reviews, among which two are detailed critique and the two are represented here today. So the first one is by Bajpai et al., which was published in 2020. So this paper talks about the environmental impact assessment of fly ash and silica based geopolymer concrete, and the results showed that the geopolymer concrete reduces the cost of the traditional concrete, and also it decreases the global warming potential, making it environmentally friendlier than the traditional concrete. The second research that I'm going to talk about is by Dong et al. It was published in 2019. This talks about the mechanical properties of the glass fiber reinforced polymer properties. So this explores that the GPC has high early age strength compared to OPC, and it also has better bond strength. So after studying several literature, which I have seen that there are still lack of standardization in this field. Both GPC and FRP combined doesn't really have any guidelines how to use it and how to effectively control the percentage of use. So the research that are already done are also smaller in size with lack of long-term research. So the research question that I am going to talk about is the potential benefit of FRP confined geopolymer concrete in sustainable construction practices. The objective of this study is to study the long-term effect of GPC and compare it to steel reinforced OPC. So the research design involves a quasi-experimental evaluation. The main evaluation tool will be LCA, which is the life cycle assessment. So the three experimental groups that I will assess are CFRP, GFRP and BFRP. The sample size will include 60 cylindrical samples, and it will be grouped together with traditional OPC with steel reinforcements. The test will conduct for 12 months in short-term basis and for 5 years in long-term basis. The mechanical tests that will be covered are compressive strength test and the tensile strength test. The LCA methodology will follow ISO 14040 standards, and it will cover the life cycle from the raw material extraction to the end of life disposal. So the environmental impact can be compared with traditional materials and the GPC FRP confinement. So optimistically speaking, the results should include that the CFRP enhances the compressive strength of steel, the GFRP will increase the ductility and it will be ideal for the seismic zones, and the BFRP is environmentally and structurally advanced compared to traditional OPC. The environmental impact assessment will also show that the carbon dioxide and greenhouse gas emissions will be significantly reduced, and it will leave less long-term environmental footprint. So Thank you for listening to me today. So here are the references that I use in this presentation.